Hi children, this is Venkatramana. Today's class, Physical Science, 9th class, first unit. Now, if group of people gathered together, or group of people, or if number of students grouped together, then immediately being a teachers or being elders, by seeing them, what you will ask, what's the matter, why you grouped together, what's the matter, why all came together, we will ask. Now here we use one word, what is the matter. Here the matter means what purpose you group put together and what purpose you came here. But in chemistry or in physical science, matter is different. So we are going to discuss about matter around us. Matter around us. So what is meant by a matter, and how many types of matter are there, and what are the different states of matter, and what are the different properties of matter, that we have to discuss. So first and foremost, what is meant by matter? What will be a matter? Anything which has mass and which occupies space is known as a matter. That means anything, it should have certain amount of mass and it should occupy certain space. Then it is said to be a matter. Example, board, wall, pen, building, even human beings also. We people also will come under matter. Why we will come under matter? Because we occupy such space and we have certain mass. That's why all will come under matter. So simple, one day matter which has mass and which occupies certain space, that is said to be a matter. Now, then which won't come under matter? We have many things which won't come under matter. They are all forms of energy. Now I am going on telling something to you and you can able to hear because of sound energy. Propagation of sound waves taking place from my mouth to ear with this phone or to camera, and that camera is catching that capturing that waves, and that will reach to your home and they will reach to your ears through the what we call with the help of electromagnetic waves. Now that is sound. Now what is this sound? Can sound occupy space or can sound has mass? Suppose I am here. Now if I without making sound, if I hear, then I will only occupy little bit space. If I make sound, can I occupy more space? No, I won't occupy more space. Why? Only my body will occupy space, but sound doesn't have any mass and sound won't occupy any space. So simply, forms of energy, non-matter, you will tell, non-matter, which won't come under matter, that is known as non-matter. What are non-matters? Which doesn't have mass and which doesn't occupy any space. They are said to be non-matter. So sound is a form of energy. It won't come under matter. Similarly, light is also one of the form of energy which won't come under matter. Heat, it is also a form of energy which won't come under matter. Similarly, all forms of energy, simply we call all forms of energy, they will come under non-matter because they won't occupy any space and they doesn't have mass. That's why all forms of energies will come under non-matter. Whereas other than all forms of energy, all other things will come under matter. Now, another one is there which is not a form of energy but it will come under non-matter. What is that one? Shadow. Shadow doesn't occupy any space and it doesn't have any mass. Then that will also doesn't come under matter. It will come under non-matter. In this way, in this lesson, in this 9th class first lesson, first topic is about matter and about non-matter. So now we got idea about what is the matter and what is the non-matter. Now, what are the different types of matter? What are the different types of matter and why they are in different types, or what are the different states of matter and why they are in different states, that we have to discuss. Now, what are the different states of matter? There are mainly 5 states of matter are there. How many states of matter? 5 states of matter. Now, what are the 5 states of matter? Number 1, solids. Solids. Number 2, liquids. We call it as a liquids. Number 3, gases. Gases. Number 4, plasma. Plasma, which will come under semi-liquid state. 5th one, Einstein condensation state. Einstein condensation state. It will also come under semi-solid state. Semi-solid. But among these 5 states of matter, why matter will exist in different state? That's a question. Why will call some states of matter as a solids? Why will call some states of matter as liquids? Why will call some states of matter as gases and plasma and condensation state? Because of their different properties. Different properties. Now mainly 3 different states of matter are there. Because these two, however, they will come under somehow semi-liquid and semi-solid. That's why the main states of matter are mainly 3. What are they? Solids, liquids and gases. Now why they have different states? Because they have different properties. Now what are the different properties we have for different states of matter, that we are to discuss. Now different properties. Properties of matter. Properties of matter. It may be in any state, whether these have the property or not, that we have to discuss. First one, shape and size. First property is shape and size. Shape and size. First let us discuss about properties. Then we will compare these properties with solids, liquids and gases. They have in what way that particular property is there. Now we know that shape and size means what to call, depending upon whether it's a regular or irregular size, will have its particular shape. Now second one is mass. Mass. What is a mass? The amount of matter contained by an object. The amount of matter contained by an object is known as mass. Mass is denoted by symbol m, and this mass is measured in terms of grams or kg. Grams or kg. Gram is the MKS unit of mass. Basic unit of mass is gram. Kilogram means 1000 grams is equals to kilograms. In this way, the amount of matter contained, it may be in any matter. It may be solid state matter, or it may be liquid state matter, or it may be a gaseous state matter. Any state of matter will have certain amount of mass. That we have to verify whether solids have different mass, or liquids have different mass or not, or gases have different mass or not. So what is simply mass? Amount of matter contained by an object is known as mass. The third property is area. Area. Now what is meant by area? Area means the space occupied by a particular surface. Now if I take this rectangular shaped duster or sponge, it have many faces, edges, length edges, two breadth edges, and two height edges. Now this duster, if I place along the lengthwise, then the base area, means the base surface will occupy certain space, that is known as its area. That means the space occupied by base surface which is in contact with other surface, that is known as a base area or simply area. The space occupied by any surface, any base surface with another surface is known as base area or simply area. Now if I place this duster along the lengthwise, now its area is length into breadth. If I place along the what we call breadthwise, we will tell now breadth into length. Breadth into length. In this case, it will occupy less space compared to here. So here the area will be more. In this case, the area will be less. If I place same duster in this way, now it will occupy less area, because now this breadth will become length, and what we call breadth will become length and height will become breadth. So as they are in very what we call less dimensions, the area will decrease. So simply area means the space occupied by a surface which is in touch with another surface is known as a area. Next, volume. Next one is volume. What is meant by volume? Now area is denoted by symbol capital A, and area is measured by meter square or centimeter square. Meter square or square meter or simply it is square centimeter. These are the units of area. Now about volume. What about volume? Volume means the total space occupied by any object. Now same duster if I take, now if you replace in this way, means on its breadth edge or along the length edge or along the what we call breadth edge and along the height edge, if you may keep in any way, but it will occupy same space, because here if you place like this, now the height will be more, length will be less, breadth will also be less. If you place along the lengthwise, now the length will be more, breadth will be somewhat less, height is very less compared to previous case. Now if I place along the breadthwise, now length will be little same only, breadth will be same only, but height will decrease. That means in any one dimension if it increases, other dimension it will decrease. So in whatever we will place, in whatever the edge we will place, or in whatever the surface we will place, it will occupy same space. That will be called as volume. What is it? Volume. So the space occupied by an object is known as volume. Volume is denoted by symbol V, and it is measured by cubic meter or meter cube. Cubic meter or meter cube, or simply centimeter cube or cubic centimeter. Cubic centimeter. In that way, we have a volume. Next, we have to go for intermolecular attraction. These are the physical properties of matter. Physical properties of matter, which is simply by seeing we can tell whether they have mass or not, whether they have what is volume or area, etc., etc. Now these are the physical properties of matter. Now we will discuss chemical properties, means in what way they composed, in what way whether the molecules are packed, all that we will discuss. Next property is intermolecular attraction. intermolecular attraction. What is meant by intermolecular attraction? The attraction between molecule to molecule in solids, liquids and gases. That force of attraction between, suppose this is a solid, then inside solid will have many molecules, small molecules. Then whether the force of attraction is high or less in between these molecules, we will call it as a intermolecular attraction. That means between molecule to molecule in different states of matter, it is high or less depending upon the state of matter that will be there. So the force of attraction between molecule to molecule in different states of matter will call it as intermolecular attraction. Now this may be in solid. Why in solid they are very close? Because force of attraction is very high. The same intermolecular attraction if you observe in liquids, they are little bit less compared to solids. So that's why they are loosely packed, we can tell. This is for liquids. Now what about for gases? Gases, they are freely settled. Why? This intermolecular attraction is very less. Intermolecular attraction is very less. In that way we have intermolecular attraction. Now what is intermolecular attraction? The force of attraction between molecule to molecule in different states of matter, that will call it as intermolecular attraction. Next one is intermolecular space. Intermolecular space. Now what is meant by intermolecular space? The gap between molecule to molecule in different states. The gap between molecule to molecule in different states. Now, just now what you call I drawn diagram. The space between molecule to molecule in solid is very less. Why it is very less? Because the force of attraction is very high. That's why the intermolecular space is less in solids. Whereas in liquids the intermolecular space is medium. Why it is medium? Because the intermolecular attraction is not high like in solids, in liquids. So like that intermolecular space. In solids the space is very less, in liquid the space is medium, and in gases the space is more. Because intermolecular attraction is high in solids, medium is in liquids, and very less in or negligible in gases. That's why intermolecular space is less in solids and medium in liquids, and in gases it is very high. Now this is about liquids, and the gases the space is very high. In that way we have intermolecular space. That means both intermolecular space and intermolecular attraction are interdependent to each other. If intermolecular attraction is high, the intermolecular space is less. If intermolecular attraction is medium, then intermolecular space is medium. If intermolecular space is very less, very negligible, like in what we call gases, then they are freely packed, and the gap between molecule to molecule will be very high, and they will be free to move from one place to other place. In that way we will have intermolecular space and intermolecular attraction. The both are independent, means interdependent to each other. In solids all molecules are tightly packed. That means the intermolecular space is very less, because the intermolecular force of attraction is more. In liquids all the molecules are loosely packed, not tightly, loosely, because the intermolecular space is medium. Why? Because intermolecular attraction is medium. Whereas in gases they are freely packed, all molecules are free to move. One molecule will move here, one molecule move here, one molecule will move in another direction, because the intermolecular attraction is negligible, not at all there. Little bit attraction is there, just only for what you call little bit appears but won't be there. That's why the intermolecular space is more. In that way, these are the few properties of this what you call different states of matter. Now